Hi, this is Dave from VG's Bakery. Hard to believe that 20 years ago we opened our little bakery in Farragut. Our promise then is the same promise we make today. We will offer only the finest handmade baked goods. Whether you come to one of the 7 farmers markets we attend each week or come to our bakery in the Cole Shopping Center in Farragut, you will taste the quality. Come see, smell, and taste what's baking 20 years later at VG's Bakery. Handcrafted baked goods. Oh yeah.
Shop Farragut wishes you and the entire Admiral Sports Nation much success and happiness this exciting season and reminds you to shop Farragut all year long. Your Farragut retailers, restaurants, and service providers have worked hard to make your shopping easy and a bargain. Follow Shop Farragut on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to get all of the deals and discounts you need. Go Admirals!
Eric Gerhardt back with you here at Maryville High School, Dusty Street, back at our WFIV studios. Appreciate you joining us. Whether on the I-105 airwaves, FM 105.3 WFIV, online, myi105.com, or go to FarragutAdmiralsBasketball.com. Follow the live broadcast links there, and you can hear our radio call paired with BDC Productions video stream. Brandon Campbell behind the camera as we got boys action coming up this evening here at Maryville High School. Big challenge for the Admirals against the at least unbeaten in the district Maryville Rebels, winners of 10 in a row. And Coach Higgins' Admirals coming off a big win on Friday over Lenoir City by a score of 79-29, moving to 3-2 in the district. But the Lady Admirals here fall tonight in a game that went back and forth throughout. Farragut led 7-4 at the end of the first quarter. Maryville with a 16-10 second quarter edge as the scoring picked up considerably for both teams there in the second quarter, but it was Maryville up by 3 at halftime, 20-17. Farragut with a nice third quarter, 18-12. The Lady Admirals with the advantage in the third to go up by 3 heading to the fourth, 35-32. But the Lady Admirals went 6 minutes and 21 seconds without scoring in the fourth quarter, and that long drought, as well as a missed 1-and-1, that cost them, as the Lady Admirals score only 4 points in the fourth. Maryville with 10, and the Lady Rebels rally in the fourth to win at 42-39. They improved to 14-4 overall, 4-2 in the district, while Farragut drops to 4-2 in the district, and now 13-6 overall. I had Farragut with 8 turnovers tonight, and Maryville with 11. Lady Admirals came out to start the second half very aggressive on defense, forced a number of turnovers early, shot the ball better there in the third quarter. Of course, some of those shots were coming off of turnovers. But I had 6 of Maryville's 11 turnovers on the night in the third quarter. But in the fourth quarter, Lady Rebels turned the ball over only a couple of times. But really, turnovers didn't play that huge of a factor in the ball game tonight, but certainly it helped spark Farragut there in the third quarter as they overcame a 3-point deficit to take the lead, but could not hold on to it in the fourth. You look at the individual scoring tonight, and first we turn our attention to the Lady Rebels. It was Katie Cunningham scoring 4. Aaliyah Vananda had 11, hit some big free throws there in the waning seconds as she was 3 of 5 from the line. 11 points for Vananda. Gracie Midkiff also had 11 points. She was 2 of 2 from the line and had 3 3-pointers. Danae Fritz, 3 of 3 from the line, finished with 9 points. Chesney Lingerfeld with a 3-pointer back in quarter number 2. That was her lone basket this evening. And Jazz Irvin had 4 points for the Lady Rebels. So Maryville was 8 of 10 from the foul line. They hit their last, they hit 6 of 7 in the fourth quarter. I want to say they hit their last 6. That may not be true. But whatever the case, they shot it well. The few opportunities they had tonight from the free throw line, and again, were 6 of 7 from the foul line in the fourth, and 8 of 10 from the foul line in the game. They had 4 3-pointers. Gracie Midkiff hitting 3 of those. For the Lady Admirals, Madison Hodge, 0 of 1 from the line, 1 3-pointer. That was her lone basket as she had 3 points. Claire Wyatt with 1 3-pointer. She was 2 of 2 from the line and finished with 11 points. Ace Strickland, 2 3-pointers. Strickland 1 of 2 from the line. She had 8 points. Macy Barnes with 1 3-pointer, finished with 9 points. Keely Rogers 1 of 2 from the line. 1 3-pointer for Keely. She had 6 points. And Ashlyn Sheridan had 2 points. The Lady Admirals shot only 7 free throws tonight. They hit 4 of them for 57%. They did have 6 3-pointers after hitting only 2 in the first half. Knocked down, 4 there in the third quarter. Did not hit a 3-pointer in the fourth. In fact, they had only the 1 field goal in the fourth quarter. So the scoring drought in the fourth quarter certainly costly, and then Maryville helping its own cause by knocking down the free throw opportunities they had there in the fourth quarter, because they didn't get much in the way of field goals themselves in the fourth. Farragut with the 1 field goal, Maryville had 2 field goals, but while the Lady Admirals were 2 of 3 from the foul line, missing a front end of a 1-and-1, Maryville missed 1 front end, but otherwise the Lady Rebels were 6 of 6 in the fourth quarter from the line after that 1 missed front end, and really that kind of all proved to be decisive in what was a nip-and-tuck affair, exactly what we expected coming in. And now these 2 teams are tied at 4-2 in the District 4 AAA standings. Farragut will look to rebound. Lady Admirals will look to rebound Friday night as they will be at home hosting the Lady Hawks of Hardin Valley. Tonight, Hardin Valley is hosting Lenoir City. So even though the Lady Hawks have struggled this year at 1-4 in the district, they have been much more competitive than the Lady Panthers, who are 0-5 in district play. One would sort of expect for the Lady Hawks to be 2-4 when they come to Farragut on Friday night, as again tonight hosting winless Lenoir City, winless in the district, Lenoir City. The other district matchups tonight, William Blount is at West and Bearden is at Heritage. If we get any final scores on those other District 4 AAA tilts tonight, we will certainly pass those along to you. But in the girls' contest, it's Maryville with the win on its home floor, 42-39. We'll step aside, get a 2-minute break for our sponsors, and return on the other side with more as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Pilot Food Marts on I-105.
You've got dirt, grime, and French fries from last season tucked under your front seat. From the rush of work and play, you've even collected enough dog hair in your vehicle to make a winter coat. Truth be told, your car's a mess, but the memories created will last a lifetime. Pure Magic Car Wash helps you bring back the magic in your vehicle and in your life. Stop by any of our 5 area locations today or check us out at PureMagicCarWash.com. Pure Magic Car Wash. Life happens in your car. Bring back the magic.
Go Admirals, and best of luck to the student athletes of Farragut High School from Travis Marine, your exclusive dealer for Cobalt boats, Coach Tri-Tunes, and Supreme Inboards. Hyperlight wake surf and wakeboards are in the pro shop, plus tubes, ski ropes, and more. Travis Marine now has off-season pricing on all boats and equipment, plus a full-service repair and parts center for all types of service needed. Travis Marine is Knoxville's only on-the-water boat dealer. You can play in their backyard anytime on Tedford Road off North Shore Drive. More at TravisMarine.com.
It's 2020. Get the fast fiber internet you need to live it up in today's interactive online world. Order 300 meg internet and Freedom TV from TDS for just $70 a month. Save $360 over 1 year. Get a $100 bill credit, free installation, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Don't wait. Order now at tdstv.com/radio. Requires 2-year commitment. TDS fiber available in certain areas. Internet speeds are up to and not guaranteed. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Pilot, wherever you are, we are right on your way. With that Pilot My Rewards card, you can save in so many ways. Every 6th cup of the freshest coffee in town is on us. Mayfield milk is always just $3.99. You'll always save 3 cents per gallon of gas. And we always have daily specials by downloading the Pilot app. Pilot, wherever you are, we're right on your way to the game.
Back here at Maryville High School as both teams warming up for our boys contest. Maryville 5-0 in the district, Farragut 3-2, so big opportunity tonight for Coach Higgins. Admirals, and in a game just concluded, it was the Lady Rebels defeating Farragut tonight 42-39. I'm pleased to be joined now by girls head coach Jason Mayfield. And coach, back and forth game all night long. Both teams really kind of struggling to score from the field in particular. And it looked good. You come out of the locker room there to start the second half, and I thought your defensive intensity was probably as good as it was all night long. Forced a couple of turnovers. That led to some easy baskets, which were much needed tonight. Both teams playing good defense, but just struggling to score there in the fourth quarter. About 6.5 minutes without a point, before Claire scored on her own miss.
Right. Yeah, we got a little bit out of sync, I guess, a little bit offensively. It's just we kept trying all kinds of different things, and a lot of just little shots that we were missing. Claire obviously got that put back like you said, but just a lot of little ones we're missing.
Yeah.
And then coming down the stretch, just didn't really execute at all. It's disappointing. I mean, our district's tough, though. I mean, to come out here and get this win would have been big for us.
Sure.
But, now we're all, depending on what happens in the Bearden Heritage game, us and Maryville, I believe, had 2 losses. And we'll kind of move forward from there, whether Heritage has one or Bearden has one Heritage has one, Bearden has one, or 0-2 either way. We're still sitting right there. We got to regroup from this, learn from this, and then move forward a little bit.
The Lady Rebels able to hit some free throws. That was the other thing that really kind of stood out to me there in the fourth, is that they hit I guess 6 in a row at the foul line. There weren't hardly any free throws attempted tonight for either team, and so for them to be able to cash those in at the end there, when again field goals were so hard to come by for both teams. I mean, Maryville only had 2 field goals in the fourth quarter. You guys only had 1. They only had 2.
Yeah, it's frustrating. I mean, I'd like to say, a lot of times you play these regular season games, these big games, and it kind of has a postseason feel to it. It's played well, and it just really wasn't.
Right. It wasn't a thing of beauty.
No, it was a little ugly on both sides. I mean, goodness gracious. First quarter was, I think Scott, I'm going to call Scott. I'm going to see if we can change up both of our layup routines to warm up.
Right.
Because, man, we both were missing a bunch of layups. But, we still got to learn things. And then, the fourth quarter did kind of have that a little bit of postseason feel to it, even though both teams were struggling offensively, like you said. You just got to get stops. And basically their last 4 sets, I think it was 11, just going right to the hole.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just not rotating, we're not stopping around, and we're not cutting her off. And so, that was a little disappointing. But like I said, we've just got to learn to execute it a little bit better down the stretch. And hopefully we'll do that. These games matter, but, hopefully we can learn the right lessons and move towards the postseason at the end. We'll be right there.
Well, you got McCall Willis back tonight, and so as you move ahead for Hardin Valley on Friday, and in the coming weeks, the critical stretch, obviously, of nothing really but exclusively district games. It looks like right now you've got your full complement of players.
Yeah, I actually turned to Coach Arndt. I said, man, it's nice. I threw somebody in there. I said, it's nice to finally have a full complement. We haven't had a full complement of subs in probably 12, 13 games. And again, it's not an excuse at all. I mean, it's just a fact. So it was nice. It's nice to have some depth in there. McCall hadn't practiced, and I don't even know how. I mean, it's been probably 2.5 weeks, and she went out there and looked pretty good. And so now that we got that back, and hopefully we'll stay a little healthy. Claire was banged up a little bit tonight. You couldn't really tell. She played well. But now we got our normal rotation back. Lauren didn't get much because of the matchups tonight, but when we got that full complement of players, Lauren did a great job of standing in for the players that were out. But it's a tough matchup for Lauren tonight. But we got that full complement of players, just makes us a lot better.
Right. So you got Hardin Valley coming up Friday night, and it'll be the first game there at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium in a long, long time. So hopefully the shooting eye is a little bit better there on the home gym.
Yeah, we'll get back to work tomorrow. We go short on Wednesdays, and we'll go over and watch our middle school play. But we'll get back to work, and we'll hopefully fix some of those things.
Coach, appreciate you coming up and chatting with us, and best of luck Friday night against the Hawks of Hardin Valley.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That's Coach Jason Mayfield. His Lady Admirals 4-2 in the district now, and Maryville 4-2 in the district as well. But it's the Lady Rebels with the victory tonight to gain some ground on Farragut, pull into a tie with them in the district standings, and of course currently own the head-to-head with a second matchup coming up a little bit later in the season. And so we have now turn our attention to the boys, and shift things over. Farragut in its road gray tonight. Admirals as the visiting team being introduced first. So Farragut will have, let's see, we'll get you the starters actually here in just a moment. Let's make sure I got everybody accounted for. Maryville in its home white, black numerals outlined in red. Ashton Maples, 6'4", senior in the starting lineup, as well as A.J. Davis, 5'11", a senior. Number 12, Joseph Burrows, senior. Number 14, Josh Seiler, 6'4", junior. And then Joe Anderson, number 22, the 6-foot senior. Anderson has been a standout ever since really his freshman year for these Red Rebels. As a sophomore, he was the District 4 AAA Player of the Year. And certainly would be the odds-on favorite to earn that individual recognition this year as well. Farragut, meanwhile, counters with Robbie Guerin, number 3, a senior. Number 5, Caleb Van Acker, a senior. Number 12, Jake Wallace, a junior. Number 13, Elisha Brabson, a sophomore. And number 20, Isaiah Smith, the sophomore, as the Admirals will win and control the opening tip. Guerin in front court to Smith. Here comes Maryville on a double team, and Smith's pass is deflected out of bounds. So Farragut a little bit hesitant out of the gate there with Maryville coming with the traps. So Maryville extending, and Farragut working against this zone to the baseline. Wallace gives off to Van Acker inside, pushes a shot up there in traffic. No good. Rebounded away by Maples. Maryville in front court with its first possession as Anderson gives to Davis, left side, three-pointer from the corner, no good. Weak side rebound by Burrows, put back, no good. Maryville with a little shove under the basket, no foul call. Farragut comes out of there with it. It's Isaiah Smith ahead to Robbie Guerin. Guerin on his way to the basket, lost a handle on it, collects it, gives to Van Acker, left side jumper, no good. Ball's tipped out into the bench across the way and will belong to the Red Rebels. So Farragut 11-9 overall, 3-2 in the district. Maryville's 13-3. They've won 10 in a row. They're 5-0 in the district. Maryville in front court. Down low to Maples. Maples on the right block. Rifles it through the lane to Seiler. Can't shoot. Backs it out to Anderson. Guarded by Robbie Guerin. Inside to Maples. Bobbling it, but gets the shot up and gets the roll. Ashton Maples gets Maryville on the board first. Brabson in rear court. Diagonal pass to Isaiah Smith, one dribble, then loops it across the timeline to Brabson. Down low, there's Van Acker, but the pass a little bit late, was deflected away, but Wallace cleans it up, scores underneath, actually missed on his first attempt, but collects it and goes up and scores, ties the game at 2. Back the other way, A.J. Davis attacking the basket, scores for Maryville. So Davis with a basket, Maples with a basket for Maryville, and for Farragut, Jake Wallace. 4-2 as Farragut works against the zone press. Across the timeline to Wallace. Wallace to Guerin. Guerin left side. Smith, three-pointer for Isaiah is no good. Rebound, though, down low by Wallace, and another stick back by the Farragut junior. So Wallace ties the game at 4. Pass in front court comes to Burrows. His shot from the left side is no good. Tipped out, though, by Seiler to Burrows on the wing. Moves into the paint. Rifles the ball right side to Davis. Davis back out top to Anderson. Anderson, three-pointer, head of the circle. Good. Joe Anderson with the first 3 of the ball game, and Maryville leads 7-4. Farragut against this 2-2-1 full court press of the Red Rebels. Brabson and Guerin deep in rear court. Guerin up the left side, loops it in front court to Smith. Spots up for a 3, too strong. Rebound Maples. Guerin reaches. Didn't knock it loose. Then Maples shoves him aside. No foul. And ahead it comes to Davis. Davis in front court for the Rebels. To Anderson, left side. Van Acker on him as Maples comes out to set a screen. Anderson, three-pointer in front of the Farragut bench is short. Put back by Seiler. Good. It's Josh Seiler with the rebound and put back for the Red Rebels. And Maryville leads 9-4. And Coach Higgins not happy with Farragut's, I suspect, box outs. So the Red Rebels leading by 5 as they have gotten baskets from Ashton Maples, A.J. Davis, Joe Anderson on a 3, and most recently Josh Seiler. Meanwhile, Farragut's 2 baskets following offensive rebounds by Jake Wallace. Maryville coached by Mark Eldridge. He's assisted by Tyler Jones and Wes Lambert. Farragut, meanwhile, coached by John Higgins. He's assisted by Josh Gregory and Justin Wakefield. Farragut nearly throws it away in rear court. Robbie Guerin grabs it back after it deflected off A.J. Davis. Ahead to Isaiah Smith. Smith in front court to Wallace. Jake Wallace to Robbie Guerin. Right side, Brabson. Brabson moves closer, finds Smith. Left side 3 for Smith. No good. Rebound again, Wallace. Wallace goes up with the right hand and scores. Jake Wallace, 6 points following 3 offensive rebounds. 4:50 to play, first quarter, 9-6 Maryville leading. Anderson driving into the lane, kicks it out to Davis. They move it into the corner, left side for Maples, and a three that is no good. Brabson with a rebound. Gives to Guerin. Robbie Guerin, pocket picked in rear court. Davis knocked it away. Anderson picks it up and scores the layup. First turnover of the ball game, and Anderson has 5. Davis created the turnover in rear court for the Maryville Rebels. Brabson ahead to Guerin. Maryville leading 11-6. Guerin in front court to Wallace. Wallace needs some help. Bounces it into the corner to Van Acker. They encourage him to drive the baseline. He does. Took steps. Second turnover for Farragut. Van Acker stutter stepped as he went to release a pass in the paint. 4:10 to play, opening quarter here at Maryville. A.J. Davis, long pass in front court to no one in particular. Threw it the length of the floor out of bounds. .405 to play, opening quarter. First turnover of the game for Maryville. Rebels continue to press, 2-2-1. Van Acker into Guerin. Maples and Anderson at the front of that press. Farragut across the timeline. Isaiah Smith to Brabson. Brabson right side three, no good. Farragut yet to find the range outside. Long rebound tracked down by A.J. Davis. Given to Joe Anderson. Anderson in front court for Maryville. Moves into the lane. Leaves it down low for Maples. His shot was blocked by Wallace, but Wallace might have gotten him with the body. No, they give it to Smith. Isaiah with his first foul and the first foul of the game. At the free throw line for Maryville, Ashton Maples, senior. Free throw up and good. First free throw attempted for either team. Maples has 3, Davis with 2, Seiler with 2, Anderson with 5 for Maryville. Wallace has all 6 for Farragut. Second toss in and out, rebounded away by Robbie Guerin of Farragut. Guerin to Brabson in rear court. Here comes the double on Brabson. Ball knocked away from him. It's picked up by Seiler, given to Anderson. Anderson misses the layup, but 2 free throws coming as the Admirals turn it over in rear court, and then Guerin picks up the personal foul. His first, team second, and Anderson to the line to shoot a pair for the Red Rebels. First of which is up and good. So Anderson's got 6. Brabson out of the game, and Farragut is going to get, I believe, Carter Mayfield into the lineup. Yes, 14, the sophomore Carter Mayfield enters the lineup. Second toss is good as well for Anderson. So he's got 7. Maryville leads 14-6. Guerin in front court has it knocked away by Anderson. It's picked up by Seiler, and he'll throw down a dunk. So another turnover for Farragut, and Seiler with an easy one. The flush as a result. Now they have a foul in rear court on Maryville's Terrence Dorsey. Sophomore just into the ball game, picks up the first foul called against Maryville. Admirals trailing 16-6 with 3:19 to play in our opening quarter. Cross-court pass in rear court is deflected out into the Farragut bench across the way. So the Admirals retain possession. Carter Mayfield, Isaiah Smith, Robbie Guerin, Jake Wallace, and Van Acker on the floor for the Admirals. Maryville zone. As driving the right baseline, it's going to be Isaiah Smith, and he scores. Smith with his first basket. Farragut trails 16-8. Drew Crowder has checked into the game for Maryville, takes a pass at midcourt, now into the right corner for Maryville. It goes to Terrence Dorsey. Dorsey now on the wing will shoot a 3, in and out. Van Acker tracks down the rebound. Van Acker gives off to Guerin. Guerin in front court to Smith, spotting up right side for a 3. Good. Isaiah Smith. Maybe that shot along the baseline from close range will help Isaiah find his shooting eye from long range as he buries a 3 in the aftermath of the made 2-pointer. So back-to-back baskets for Isaiah, and Farragut trails 16-11. Joe Anderson working off a screen set by Seiler. Van Acker takes Anderson on a switch. Now Seiler, top of the key, sets his feet for a 3 and hits it. Seiler's got 7. That's Maryville's second 3. Anderson had the first one. It's 19-11. The Rebels with the 8-point lead. Farragut working against the press. Guerin into front court to Carter Mayfield. Mayfield bounces it into the left corner to Van Acker. Here comes the double team on him. Gets it out to Mayfield. Mayfield to Guerin. Guerin, right side to Smith. Smith to Guerin on the baseline. Puts a shot up in traffic. Missed it. Grabs his own miss. Goes back up with it and scores. Pretty good ball movement by the Admirals between Smith and Guerin on the right side. Exchanging it back and forth, and Robbie's got his first basket. The Admirals trail 19-13. Anderson loses his dribble. Grabs it back, though. Now he's doubled. Backs it out beyond the timeline and gives the ball up to Drew Crowder. Crowder guarded man-to-man by Carter Mayfield to Seiler. Seiler looking for Anderson. Guerin comes over and deflects the pass out of bounds. Maryville's ball side front court. A.J. Davis back in will spell Ashton Maples. Farragut was down 16-6, but they've gone on a 7-3 run since. And here's Maryville with a three from the right side. No good. A.J. Davis battling for the rebound with two Admirals. I think Carter Mayfield snuck in there and tied him up. Could have been Van Acker. Regardless, 1:06 to play opening quarter. Maryville's ball on the alternate possession. Inbound to Anderson in the paint. Shot no good. Tipped out by Davis right to Crowder. Crowder knifing through the lane. Misses the shot. And Farragut comes away with it. Isaiah Smith. So Maryville had a couple of good shots. Couldn't get either one of them to go. In the corner, Wallace for three. No good. Weak side rebound, Anderson. Anderson for Maryville back the other way with 45 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Davis with the ball will shoot a three over Mayfield. No good. Isaiah Smith, the rebound for the Admirals. Gives to Guerin. Guerin's pass is going to be thrown away in rear court. Davis with the steal. Spotting up for a three. Dorsey. And it's good. Dorsey, the sophomore, with his first field goal. And Farragut with its fifth turnover. The Rebels capitalize. Push the lead out to 9. Carter Mayfield across the timeline. Gets it to Guerin. Guerin driving the lane. And surely that was a foul. No foul call. Anderson looked like he clearly got him across the arm. Here's Anderson in front court to Dorsey, right side. Gives back to Anderson in the corner. Van Acker is on him. Here's Anderson shooting with 3 seconds. No. Guerin grabs the rebound, throws it the length of the floor at the horn, short. And after one, it's Maryville leading Farragut by 9, 22-13. Back in 1 minute with second quarter action as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Pilot Food Marts on I-105.
Citizen Cope comes to the Bijou Theater on Wednesday, January 15th in support of the new album Heroin and Helicopters. Tickets are now available at the Tennessee Theater box office and Ticketmaster.com. Citizen Cope, playing your favorite songs, including Sideways. These feelings won't go. CitizenCope.com.
You've got dirt, grime, and French fries from last season tucked under your front seat. From the rush of work and play, you've even collected enough dog hair in your vehicle to make a winter coat. Truth be told, your car's a mess, but the memories created will last a lifetime. Pure Magic Car Wash helps you bring back the magic in your vehicle and in your life. Stop by any of our 5 area locations today or check us out at PureMagicCarWash.com. Pure Magic Car Wash. Life happens in your car. Bring back the magic.
Back here at Maryville High School, Farragut will have the ball first as we get the second quarter started. The Admirals trailing the homestanding Rebels 22-13. Double team on Carter Mayfield. Cross-court pass to Smith. Down low to Van Acker. Van Acker scores. Good ball movement by the Admirals. Looked like a dangerous cross-court pass, but once it got to the far side of the floor, it was Van Acker open down low for the easy one. And Farragut on the board first here in quarter number 2. 22-15, Maryville with a 7-point lead and the basketball. Joe Anderson gives to A.J. Davis. Josh Seiler now looks down low to Maples. Maples fouled on his way up for a shot. Van Acker picks up the personal foul, his first and the team third. At the line will be Ashton Maples. He hit 1 of 2 on an earlier trip, 3 points for him. He's 1 of 5 Rebels in the scoring column, led by Joe Anderson with 7 and Josh Seiler with 7, and Maples now has 4 as he hits the first of 2 tosses. Farragut's got Jake Wallace, Carter Mayfield, Robbie Guerin, Caleb Van Acker, and Isaiah Smith. Second toss for Maples is good as well, so he hits them both. He has 5. Farragut trails by 9, 24-15. Van Acker into Guerin. Guerin to Mayfield. Mayfield across the timeline to Jake Wallace in the right corner. Back to Mayfield out top of the right hash. Now to Robbie Guerin. Maryville in this zone. 3-2, 2-3, 1-2-2, whatever you want to call it. Wallace and Guerin on the right side exchanging it. Now Carter Mayfield with the ball out top. Wallace head fakes a 3, moves down the right side of the lane, puts up a shot against Davis, left it a little bit short. Maples with the rebound for Maryville. Ahead it comes to Dorsey. Dorsey on the right side to Davis in front court. Guarded by Mayfield. 6.5 minutes to play in the first half. Maryville leading 24-15. Joe Anderson guarded by Robbie Guerin. Gives it off on the left side with Josh Seiler. Guarded there by Caleb Van Acker. Now to Davis. Davis drives, leaves it in the corner with Dorsey. Three-pointer, good by Dorsey. Second 3 for the sophomore Terrence Dorsey. And Maryville leads 27-15. Van Acker in rear court. Dribbles across the timeline, loops it to Isaiah Smith on the right wing. Back to Robbie Guerin out high. Left side to Mayfield. Inside to Wallace. Doesn't look for the shot. Instead bounces it back out near midcourt to Guerin. Now to Wallace. He'll shoot from in front. 16 feet. No good. Guerin battling for the rebound. Comes up with it. Guerin right to the basket. Shot swatted away by Maples. Outlet pass comes to Seiler. Here's Seiler for a dunk. Good at the other end. Second dunk of the first half for the junior, Josh Seiler, as Maryville gets out in transition and expands its lead to 14, 29-15. Farragut in front court. Wallace is double teamed, steps through the double team, and we've got a foul on Maples. It'll be his first and just the team's second. 5:28 to play first half. Farragut's ball side front court. Mayfield and Van Acker out of the game. Saish Mallory into the lineup. Brabson back in, joining Isaiah Smith, Jake Wallace, and Robbie Guerin. Trying to mop up some perspiration as well as well, so Coach Eldridge from Maryville out there with a towel. And we are back to action. Farragut trailing 29-15, 5:20 to play. First half. Dorsey knocks the ball from the grasp of Wallace out of bounds. Farragut will inbound here on the near side. Isaiah Smith into Robbie Guerin. Right side, Saish Mallory. Off to Guerin. Guerin to Smith. Left side 3. No good. Too strong. Rebounded away by Maples. Maples into front court. Guarded by Mallory. Loses it from behind, but Farragut can't hang on to the basketball. Wallace sees it go off his foot, out of bounds. 5 minutes to go first half, and back in comes A.J. Davis for Maryville, replacing Terrence Dorsey. And Davis will inbound from under his own basket for the Rebels. And he's going to dribble it off of a Farragut player who had his back turned to him. And both players may be touching it out of bounds, and so we have a jump ball situation. Maryville gets it on the alternate possession. They'll try again as the inbound comes to Joe Anderson. Brabson is on him. Anderson pulls up at the left elbow. 15-footer good by Anderson. Anderson's got 9, and Maryville leads by 16, 31-15. Mallory to Guerin, across the timeline to Wallace, now to Smith, back to Robbie, set up the half-court offense. Mallory into the corner to Brabson, on the wing to Mallory. Inside, Smith takes a pass from Guerin. Shot from 13, no good. Maples with the rebound. Pretty good spot on the floor. Good shot for the Admirals, but a little too strong off the back of the iron, and Maryville with a 16-point lead in the basketball. Davis guarded by Brabson. Inside to Maples. Wallace is on him. Farragut doubles down, knocks the ball loose, and comes up with a steal. Rare turnover for Maryville. Guerin trying to capitalize. Takes it strong to the hole. Scores and was fouled. So Maryville turns it over, and Farragut gets out quickly in transition. And Drew Crowder picks up the personal foul as Robbie Guerin with an and-one situation. Guerin attacking the basket, gets the bucket. He's got 4. And now Farragut will attempt its first free throw of the game. 4:13 to play in the first half. And the Admirals trailing 31-17. Isaiah Smith and Jake Wallace getting breathers as Guerin's free throw, good. Farragut has gotten into the ball game. Josiah Bradley, number 34, a sophomore, and also Jack Rapp, number 2, the senior. Maryville 31, Farragut 18. Anderson guarded by Mallory. Midway through our second quarter, he gives the ball up to Maples. Bradley is on him. Maples well beyond the top of the key. Hadn't used his dribble. Now he does. Drives into the lane. Took about 3 steps. And only one official caught that. But it is indeed a traveling violation. Guerin into front court to Rapp. Maryville staying with the zone, trapping out of it. They'll come with a trap on Mallory. Mallory right side to Guerin. Guerin drives into the paint, absorbs some contact, and we'll have a couple of free throws as Maples picks up the personal foul. Good body control by Guerin to draw the contact. And Robbie, who completed a 3-point play a moment ago by knocking down the free throw, goes back to the charity stripe, this time to shoot 2. Toss is up and good, so Guerin now matches Jake Wallace for high scoring honors for the Admirals. Wallace scored 6, well, the first 6 for Farragut, all following offensive rebounds. Guerin now with 6. Isaiah Smith has 5. Caleb Van Acker with 2. Second one's too strong. Bradley, though, battling for a rebound, gets it, goes back up with a follow. Good! Josiah Bradley, the sophomore, with an offensive rebound. And scores on the stick back, and Farragut trails by 10, 31-21. 3:20 to play. A.J. Davis into front court for the Red Rebels. Off to Anderson, right side. Anderson to Davis, top of the key. Guerin knocks the ball away from him and then dives. Can't save it. Great hustle, but it will be Maryville's basketball, side front court. So the Admirals see Maryville inbounded to Joe Anderson. Anderson gives off to Seiler, back to Anderson. Three-pointer, too strong, but the rebound to Seiler gives to Anderson, drives the lane into the corner to Dorsey for a three-pointer. Good from the left corner. Dorsey's got 3 3-pointers, and Maryville leads 34-21. Mallory in rear court to Robbie Guerin. Guerin across the timeline to Josiah Bradley. Now to Mallory into the right corner. Brabson for 3, too strong. And I call Farragut for a push on the rebound attempt. Bradley picks up the personal foul. His first, team fourth. 2:30 to play, first half here at Maryville, and the Rebels with the ball and a 13-point lead, 34-21. Anderson to Seiler. Seiler gives off to Dorsey, top of the key, 3, no good. Rebounded away by Farragut's Guerin. Guerin in front court, left side to Mallory. Cross-court pass, tipped away, Davis. Davis with the steal as he bats it over to Crowder. Now Crowder loses his dribble, and it's going to be Van Acker on the floor taking it back for Farragut. So the teams exchange turnovers, and the Admirals back the other way as Guerin is bumped by Seiler, gives off to Rapp. Rapp to Mallory. Left side pass over the outstretched hands of Van Acker, and an unforced turnover for Farragut. Turnover number 7 for the Admirals. Davis will leave the floor. Maryville gets into the game for the first time, number 11, Carter Cox, a sophomore. Anderson for Maryville. Shoots a three. Van Acker there defensively. The shot is missed, and the Admirals with a rebound. Isaiah Smith with the board. Smith in rear court picks up his dribble, lobs it into front court, nearly a turnover. Maryville touched it last, however, as the ball is deflected out of bounds off of Terrence Dorsey. Jack Rapp, Robbie Guerin, Isaiah Smith, Josiah Bradley, Caleb Van Acker for the Admirals. High post, Van Acker takes a pass, finds Smith, right corner three-pointer, good. Isaiah Smith with his second three. He's got 8, and the Admirals trail by 10, 34-24. 1:18 to play, first half. Anderson moves to the elbow, gives off to Dorsey, driving through the lane with a finger roll, and what do we have? An and one situation, apparently, as they call a blocking foul on the Admirals. Guerin picks up the personal, his second, and that means Dorsey's basket will indeed count and a chance to complete a three-point play. He had knocked down 3 3-pointers, and now a chance for the traditional three-point play as he goes to the free throw line and converts. 12 for Dorsey off the Maryville bench, and the Rebels lead at 37-24. Minute 5 to play, first half. Isaiah Smith across the timeline to Jack Rapp. Here comes a double on him, gives it off to Guerin. Guerin into the corner to Van Acker. Three-pointer, no good. Bradley with a rebound down low. Miss from point blank, though. And Seiler with the rebound from Maryville. Anderson up the left side in front court. Moves into the paint, into the corner, right side to Cox. Back out to Dorsey. Anderson circles back around, takes the pass from Dorsey, guarded by Rapp. Anderson drifts right. Picks up his dribble, gives to Dorsey. 30 seconds to play. First half winding down here in Maryville. Anderson pulls up right side, puts it off the window, no good. Maples with a rebound. His stick back, good for Maryville. Ashton Maples has 7, and Maryville leads by 15. Farragut at midcourt with the ball in the hands of Van Acker, loops it ahead to Rapp. Back to Guerin. Guerin drives the lane, scoops up a shot with the left hand, no good, but a blocking foul on the Red Rebels with 7.8 seconds to go in the half. The foul committed by Maples should be his third. Guerin to shoot a pair, and the first is no good. 6 points for Robbie Guerin, who is now 2 of 4 from the foul line. Admirals trailing 39-24 with 7.8 seconds to go in the first half as Guerin's second toss is up, and it too is no good. Rebounded away by Seiler, gives off to Anderson. Anderson in front court with 4 seconds to play. Gives off to Seiler, throws up an awkward three-pointer, no good at the horn. And so as these teams head to the locker room, it is Maryville with a 15-point cushion as the Rebels lead the visiting Admirals 39-24. We'll get a 2-minute break and return to look at all of the first half numbers as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops presented by Pilot Food Marts on I-105.
WFIV 105.3 FM, Loudon, Knoxville, Clinton. This is I-105.
Hi, this is Dave from VG's Bakery. Hard to believe that 20 years ago we opened our little bakery in Farragut. Our promise then is the same promise we make today. We will offer only the finest handmade baked goods. Whether you come to one of the 7 farmers markets we attend each week or come to our bakery in the Kohl's Shopping Center in Farragut, you will taste the quality. Come see, smell, and taste what's baking 20 years later at VG's Bakery. Handcrafted baked goods. Oh, yeah.
Shop Farragut wishes you and the entire Admiral Sports Nation much success and happiness this exciting season and reminds you to shop Farragut all year long. Your Farragut retailers, restaurants, and service providers have worked hard to make your shopping easy and a bargain. Follow Shop Farragut on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to get all of the deals and discounts you need. Go Admirals! Go Admirals, and best of luck to the student athletes of Farragut High School from Travis Marine, your exclusive dealer for Cobalt boats, Coach Tri-Tunes, and Supreme Inboards. Hyperlight Wake Surf and wakeboards are in the pro shop, plus tubes, ski ropes, and more. Travis Marine now has off-season pricing on all boats and equipment, plus a full-service repair and parts center for all types of service needed. Travis Marine is Knoxville's only on-the-water boat dealer. You can play in their backyard anytime on Tedford Road off North Shore Drive. More at travismarine.com.
Pilot, wherever you are, we are right on your way. With that Pilot My Rewards card, you can save in so many ways. Every 6th cup of the freshest coffee in town is on us. Mayfield milk is always just $3.99. You'll always save 3 cents per gallon of gas. And we always have daily specials by downloading the Pilot app. Pilot, wherever you are, we're right on your way to the game.
Eric Gerhardt back here at Maryville High School, where it is 39-24 at halftime. The homestanding Red Rebels leading by 15 over the visiting Admirals. It was 22-13 at the quarter break, and then Maryville with a 17-11 second quarter edge. As again, 39-24, our halftime score advantage to Maryville. The Rebels with 4 first-half turnovers by my count. Farragut turned the ball over 7 times. Looking at the individual scoring for the Red Rebels, Ashton Maples was 3 of 4 from the line, 7 points for the Maryville senior. A.J. Davis with 2 points. Josh Seiler with 9 points, including a couple of dunks. Joe Anderson, 2 of 2 from the line, 1 3-pointer. He has 9, and leading Maryville in scoring is sophomore Terrence Dorsey. Among his 12 points, he's got 3 3-pointers. He's also 1 of 1 from the line. Maryville collectively shoots 6 of 7 from the line, 86%, and they got the 5 3-pointers. Again, 3 of them courtesy of Terrence Dorsey, and then Anderson and Seiler both connecting from long range once in the first 16 minutes. For the Admirals, Robbie Guerin, 2 of 4 from the line. He has 6 points. Caleb Van Acker with 2 points. Jake Wallace with 6 as he scored Farragut's first 6 of the game, following 3 offensive rebounds for the Admiral Junior. Isaiah Smith with 8 points. He's got a pair of threes included in that total. And Josiah Bradley with 2 points for the Admirals. As Farragut was just 2 of 4 from the foul line, Robbie Guerin shooting all of the free throws. And again, compared to 6 of 7 were the Rebels in the first half. And the Admirals with the 2 3-pointers, both coming from Isaiah Smith, while Maryville knocked down 5 3-pointers. And the Red Rebels leading Farragut 39-24 at intermission. We're back in 2 minutes with more as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Pilot Food Marts on I-105.
WFIV 105.3 FM, Loudon, Knoxville, Maryville. This is I-105.
It's the Summer of Music 6 on I-105, and we are ready to give you the chance to discover the music, community, and wonder of the Bonnaroo Music and Arts Festival, June 11th through the 14th in Manchester, Tennessee, featuring Tool, Lizzo, Tame Impala, Miley Cyrus, Lana Del Rey, Face Nectar, Bloom, Oysterhead, Vampire Weekend, the 1975, and over 100 more. We've got tickets for you and a guest. All you have to do is register at myi105.com or check out our Facebook page. Can't wait to win? Head over to Bonnaroo.com to grab your tickets now. The Summer of Music 6 on I-105 is presented by Blue Tick Tavern on Broadway in the heart of downtown Maryville. Good luck from your Summer of Music station, I-105.
You've got dirt, grime, and French fries from last season tucked under your front seat. From the rush of work and play, you've even collected enough dog hair in your vehicle to make a winter coat. Truth be told, your car's a mess, but the memories created will last a lifetime. Pure Magic Car Wash helps you bring back the magic in your vehicle and in your life. Stop by any of our 5 area locations today or check us out at puremagiccarwash.com. Pure Magic Car Wash. Life happens in your car. Bring back the magic.
Hi, this is Dave from VT's Bakery. Hard to believe that 20 years ago we opened our little bakery in Farragut. Our promise then is the same promise we make today. We will offer only the finest handmade baked goods. Whether you come to one of the 7 farmers markets we attend each week or come to our bakery in the Kohl's Shopping Center in Farragut, you will taste the quality. Come see, smell, and taste what's baking 20 years later at VG's Bakery. Handcrafted baked goods. Oh, yeah.
Shop Farragut wishes you and the entire Admiral Sports Nation much success and happiness this exciting season and reminds you to shop Farragut all year long. Your Farragut retailers, restaurants, and service providers have worked hard to make your shopping easy and a bargain. Follow Shop Farragut on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to get all of the deals and discounts you need. Go Admirals! Go Admirals, and best of luck to the student athletes of Farragut High School from Travis Marine, your exclusive dealer for Cobalt boats, Coach Tri-Tunes, and Supreme Inboards. Hyperlight wake surf and wake boards are in the pro shop, plus tubes, ski ropes, and more. Travis Marine now has off-season pricing on all boats and equipment, plus a full-service repair and parts center for all types of service needed. Travis Marine is Knoxville's only on-the-water boat dealer. You can play in their backyard anytime on Tedford Road off North Shore Drive. More at TravisMarine.com.
Back here at Maryville High School, the Admirals trail at halftime to the homestanding Rebels 39-24 as leading scorer for the Rebels in the first half, Terrence Dorsey with 12 points. He was on fire from long range, 3 3-pointers. Joe Anderson with 9, Josh Seiler with 9, Ashton Maples with 7 for the Red Rebels, and for Farragut leading the way, Isaiah Smith with 8. Also Robbie Guerin and Jake Wallace with 6 points apiece. Coming into the night, Maryville 5-0 in the district, followed by Bearden at 4-1. Farragut and Hardin Valley both 3-2. Then you've got West and Heritage, which are both 2-3. William Blount 1-4. Lenoir City 0-5. So it would be a huge one for the Admirals if they could steal one on the road, but they've got their work cut out for them against a Maryville team that has not lost in district play, and the Red Rebels currently up by 15 here at intermission. Earlier, it was the Lady Rebels in a back-and-forth game. Not the prettiest of games, but both teams playing pretty good defense, and then at the same time, too, struggling on the offensive end. Some of that you point to the defense and you say that was the cause. Other times, though, as Coach Mayfield said, they're just almost like you got to figure out what you're doing wrong with your layup drills before the game, because it was a slow start offensively, and yet the teams were getting some decent looks at the basket. But a low-scoring game, which Maryville rallied in the fourth quarter to win 42-39. So now both Farragut and Maryville on the girls' side of things are 4-2 in district play. Bearden remains unbeaten in district tonight as they defeat Heritage on the road 50-41. So the Lady Bulldogs moved to 6-0 in the district. Heritage is going to be now 4-2. So Bearden opens up a 2-game lead on the field, you might say, because you've got Farragut, Maryville, and Heritage all 4-2. Also tonight, it's Lenoir City at Hardin Valley, William Blount at West. No score updates or finals for the girls' games, score updates for the boys' games in either of those contests. But Friday night, we're back on the I-105 airwaves with Farragut High School basketball, as it'll be the Admirals hosting Hardin Valley. Girls action at 6 o'clock. Boys game should follow at about 7:30. Looking ahead to next week, the District 4 AAA schedule continues. A week from tonight, Farragut will host Heritage. A week from Friday night, the Admirals on the road at West. But again, this Friday night, big matchup with Hardin Valley. Chance for, it'll be a bit, especially on the boys' side of things. For the girls, it's going to be an important game to bounce back from what was not a particularly strong, certainly not a good offensive effort tonight from the Lady Admirals. A chance to bounce back against a Hardin Valley team that's just 1-4 in the district entering the night. I expect that they will be 2-4, probably are already 2-4, as tonight they hosted Lenoir City, which is struggling even more so. But certainly you look at that matchup and you think, well, the Lady Admirals are a prohibitive favorite. As far as the boys' game goes, should be a tremendous matchup. Entering the night, both Farragut and Hardin Valley are 3-2 in district action. So if you can't make it out to Lynn Sexton Gymnasium to root on the Admirals in person on Friday night, certainly hope you'll join us here on FM 105.3 WFIV, online at myi105.com, or go to FarragutAdmiralsBasketball.com. Follow the live broadcast links there. That'll take you to the Booster Club's live stream page where you can not only hear the radio call, but see the pictures. Brandon Campbell, BDC Productions, providing the video this year for the basketball broadcast. So we're set for second half action, and the Admirals will have the ball first. Isaiah Smith, right side three-pointer, good. It's his second three of the night. Third three of the night. He's got 11, and the Admirals with a strong start here to open the second half. Farragut with Robbie Guerin, Jake Wallace, Caleb Van Acker, Elisha Brabson, and Isaiah Smith. Admirals man-to-man. Joe Anderson at the point for the Red Rebels. They've also got Seiler, Burrows, Davis, and Maples on the floor. Anderson gives it off to Burrows left side. Top of the key, Maples, little high-low action to Seiler, who comes wide open, missed the shot, but then tips his own miss up and in. Josh Seiler's got 11, and Maryville answers Farragut's basket with one of their own. Here's Guerin into the lane, all the way home. Shot good. Robbie Guerin attacking the basket. Got 8. And the Admirals back-to-back baskets here to begin the second half. Joe Anderson in front court. His Rebels up 41-29. Gives to Burrows left side. Isaiah Smith on him. Now again, high-low action. Seiler this time has his shot swatted away by Van Acker on the entry feed by Maples. But Smith got him with a foul, and it'll be the second foul on Smith, the first foul of the second half. To the line, Josh Seiler. First free throw of the night for the Maryville junior is good. He's got 12. Maryville 7 of 8 from the foul line. Admirals with a 3 by Isaiah Smith to open the second half, and then a drive to the basket by Robbie Guerin. And Maryville countering with a couple of high-low passes to Seiler. Seiler got the first one to go following up his own miss, and then is fouled and hits a couple of free throws. Now Robbie again trying to penetrate, and as he spins, he's held. The ball came loose, and they held him from trying to track it down. And so a foul against the Rebels. Guerin will inbound from under his own basket. It's thrown away. Farragut with turnover. Joe Anderson in front court. Never did put up on the board who the foul was on. It's on 12. Here's Seiler in the paint for Maryville. Can't hit the shot. Rims out. And so here comes Farragut back the other way. Guerin steps around Burrows and scores with the right hand. Burrows trying to take the charge, but Robbie was able to navigate around him and get the bucket. He's got 10. Farragut trailing by 12, 43-31. 5:58 to play third quarter. A.J. Davis guarded by Elisha Brabson on the left wing. Davis into the lane, puts up the shot, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds, should be the Admirals, and it is. Maples and Wallace battling for the rebound, and Maples touched it last. Farragut's ball, chance to cut further into the Maryville lead, which was 15 at halftime, currently 12. Here's Isaiah Smith taking a pass at the free throw line, drives the lane, shot won't go, ball is knocked out. Brabson comes up with it, shovels it off to Van Acker, and Farragut can reset. Van Acker off to Guerin. A.J. Davis on Robbie Guerin. Maryville was zone in the first half. Here's a steal. Smith has the ball knocked loose. Anderson picks it up and scores at the other end. Coach Higgins wanted a foul. Clip on the arm. No call. Anderson's got 11. Coach Higgins continued to let them know about it, and they have assessed a technical. (45-31). Anderson to the line to shoot the technical free throws against the Farragut bench, and the first is up and no good. Rare miss for the Rebels at the line tonight. Anderson's got 11. Second toss, good. 12 points for Anderson as he hits 1 of 2, and the Rebels will get the ball. (15-point lead. Burrows, right corner for Maryville. Good over Smith. Burrows with his first basket of the ball game. Farragut in front court. Robbie Guerin strong to the basket, left side, fouled, and a couple of free throws coming for Robbie. Foul is on Seiler, his first. Guerin to shoot 2, first of which is up and good. Robbie's got 11. Second one, good as well. So Robbie Guerin hits a pair after the foul was called on Josh Seiler. 49-33. Maryville by 16. 4:35 to play, third quarter. A.J. Davis guarded by Jake Wallace. Davis into the lane, got around Wallace and scores with the right hand. Davis has 4. A little too quick on the drive to the basket for Wallace. Needed some help. Here's Guerin driving left side. And again, Seiler's going to get him. Robbie, again, doing a nice job contorting his body to absorb some contact. And Seiler had to reach across him to block the shot. Got him with some body. Second foul on Seiler. Third foul on Maryville as a team. And Guerin goes back to the line to shoot 2 more. 4 of 6 from the line tonight. First of 2 on this trip is up and good. Robbie's got 13, 7 here in the third quarter. Make it 8 as he hits them both. Anderson in front court for the Rebels. Asks for a screen from Maples. Wallace takes him on a switch. Anderson launches a 3, top of the key. It's an air ball, and it'll be Farragut's basketball. Anderson's got 12, but hadn't really been his usual self tonight. Guerin with the basketball for the Admirals, down 51-35, picks up his dribble, gives to Isaiah Smith. Smith working against Anderson to Brabson. Brabson back to Smith, right side. They doubled on him. Here's Van Acker, right corner 3, good by Caleb Van Acker. First 3 of the night for Caleb. He's got 5 points, and the Admirals trail by 13, 51-38. 3.5 to play in the third quarter as Anderson drifts right, guarded by Wallace, gives to Seiler. Seiler in the corner to Davis. Van Acker is on him currently. Now Brabson takes Davis on a switch. Picks up his dribble. Gives to Anderson at the timeline. Guarded by Smith now. Right corner. Seiler with a basketball for the Rebels. On the wing, Davis. Left side, Anderson. Looks inside to Maples. Farragut fronting in the post. Anderson drives to the left baseline and nearly threw it away. Burrows is able to track it down in front of the Maryville bench. They swing the ball around left side to Davis. He drives left baseline. Shot up off the window. In and out. Rebound, though, by Maples. Put back good. Maples scores off the miss. He's got 9. Farragut quickly in front court. As into the lane goes Smith. Wide open underneath is Wallace, but he can't hit from right underneath. Admiral's golden opportunity. Here's Maryville back the other way. Anderson with the right hand. Missed it, followed by Maples. No good. And they give that foul to Wallace on the follow attempt by Maples. Maples with a free throw, short. Nine points for Maples. He's, now 3 of 5 from the line tonight. Wallace out of the game with those, with the foul, following the foul. Here's Maples' second free throw up and good. Maples in double figures now. Wallace is out of the game. Farragut has checked in Jack Carasso, Jr., number 15 on your Admiral roster. 54-38. Maryville with the lead. Farragut with the basketball, 2:15 to play third quarter. Robbie again driving in off the left side. Tough shot. Good over Seiler. Robbie's got 16 and has really asserted himself on the offensive end here in the third quarter. He's got 10 in the quarter. Anderson against Carasso. Stripped on his way up, but they say got him on the hand. And perhaps he did, but I think Coach Higgins, who winced noticeably on the bench over there. Feels like there's been more than a couple of occasions when the same could have been called on the other end. So Carrasso picks up the foul, and Anderson goes to the line, and the first of 2 tosses is up and good. He's got 13. Second one, good as well. .16 lead for Maryville. Rebels pressing. As we saw in the first half, the 2-2-1. Pass in front court. Van Acker to Brabson. Brabson then leaves it off with Guerin. Driving left side. Scores again. Robbie's got 18. 12 in the quarter. Admirals trail by 14. 56-42. Anderson in front court. Working off the screen by Maples. Drives down the left side of the lane. Picks up his dribble. Gives it back to Dorsey. Dorsey into the right corner to Crowder. Crowder's pass out top, stolen away by Van Acker. Driving for a layup, good. Van Acker with the basket off the steal. And the Admirals trailing 56-44 with 1:24 to play in the third quarter. And Coach Higgins, I believe, using the 32nd timeout. So Van Acker anticipating the pass, got into the lane, batted it ahead, tracked it down, got the layup at the other end. He's got 7, 5 of his 7 here in the third quarter. Again, Robbie Guerin with 12 of his 18 here in the third. And the first basket of the second half belonging to Isaiah Smith, his third 3 of the night. That's the scoring thus far here in the third quarter for the Admirals, who trailed 22-13 at the end of the first quarter, trailed 39-24 at halftime, and currently trail by 12, 56-44. Anderson into front court for the Rebels, guarded man-to-man by Robbie Guerin. Gives to Ashton Maples on the right side. Isaiah Smith matches up on him. Maples looks inside for Seiler. And Van Acker fell down, and they called the foul on Van Acker for sort of getting tripped up with Seiler. And I think they've given technical fouls to players on both teams. I think Van Acker and for Farragut and Seiler for Maryville have both been given technical fouls. So Van Acker gets 2 fouls. He got the personal foul for falling at the feet of Seiler. And then when he was getting up off the floor, Seiler gave him the forearm extension, and Van Acker pushed back. Both players pick up technicals. And with 70 seconds to play in the third quarter, well, will they not shoot free throws? They don't shoot the technical free throws. Instead, they just call it a wash and let Maryville inbound the ball. And now we've got a foul called on Carrasso. The fouled party was Joe Anderson, so he goes back to the line and will shoot 1 and 1. Toss is good. Bonus toss coming for Anderson. He's got 15. 13-point lead for Maryville. So the Admirals got Van Acker out of the game. The Rebels got Seiler out of the game. Second toss, bonus toss, good by Anderson, so he's got 16, 7 in the quarter. Brabson in rear court picks up his dribble, needs some help, gets it off to Wallace. Wallace now going to be had it stolen away in rear court by Anderson, lays it up and in. I don't know that you want Wallace handling the ball in rear court like that. And now at mid-court, we got a blocking foul on Crowder. Admirals trailing 60-44. Turned the ball over in rear court. Anderson with a steal off of Wallace and scored the layup to push the lead out to 16. Here's a double on Guerin. Gives off to Carrasso. Into the corner to Brabson. Right side 3. No. Put back by Wallace. Yes. Wallace has 8 points tonight, all of them following offensive rebounds. Nice weak side putback by Wallace. He was completely unchecked by Maryville. And it's a 14-point lead for the Red Rebels. 25 seconds to play in the third. Anderson content to hold for a final shot as he dribbles out near midcourt. Dorsey positioned in the left-right corner. He's going to shoot a three short. Brabson the rebound. Brabson ahead to Guerin. Guerin from the top of the key on the run. No good at the horn. And after three, it's Maryville leading at home over Farragut 60-46. A 1 minute break and return with fourth quarter action as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops presented by Pilot Food Marts on I-105.
Pilot, wherever you are, we are right on your way. With that Pilot My Rewards card, you can save in so many ways. Every 6th cup of the freshest coffee in town is on us. Mayfield milk is always just $3.99. You'll always save 3 cents per gallon of gas. And we always have daily specials by downloading the Pilot app. Pilot, wherever you are, we're right on your way to the game.
Hi, this is Dave from VG's Bakery. Hard to believe that 20 years ago we opened our little bakery in Farragut. Our promise then is the same promise we make today. We will offer only the finest handmade baked goods. Whether you come to one of the 7 farmers markets we attend each week or come to our bakery in the Cole Shopping Center in Farragut, you will taste the quality. Come see, smell, and taste what's baking 20 years later at VG's Bakery. Handcrafted baked goods. Oh, yeah.
Another girls' final to pass along to you. William Blunt squeaks by West at West tonight in girls action 33-32. Maryville will have the first possession of the fourth quarter, leading 60-46 over the visiting Admirals. A.J. Davis walked. Davis out top, eager to make a move. Took steps. 6th turnover of the night for Maryville. And Farragut gets it. Pass in front court from Wallace to Smith. What? There's a foul there on the Admirals that, who's that on? That's on Carasso. Must have been a push away from the ball. It looked like Farragut was about to have a nice scoring opportunity with Isaiah Smith leading the break. But Carasso picks up the foul, his third. And offensive foul turns it over. Farragut's 11th foul. Here is Davis off the dribble, driving right side, and his shot swatted away. Knocked out of bounds. So Davis will inbound for the Rebels from the baseline right. Lobs it into Anderson out top. Anderson driving to the lane. Puts it up with the left hand. Scores. Joe Anderson's got 20 as he scores the first basket of the fourth quarter. Ball in rear court, knocked away from Brabson. And it's going to be Maryville with the steal down low. Seiler with it. His pass stolen away by Guerin. So Robbie takes it back for the Admirals. Guerin in front court, driving into the lane. Finds Smith, spotting up right corner for a three. Good. Isaiah Smith with 14. And the Admirals trail 62-49. 7:14 to play. Smith to Seiler. Seiler in turn to Dorsey. Dorsey skip pass over to Anderson in front of the Maryville bench. Head fakes a long three. Now he'll take it. And it's going to be no good. It'll go up and over the backboard and belong to the Admirals. So Dorsey, Davis, Seiler, Burrows, and Anderson on the floor for Coach Eldridge. Farragut's going to sub Jack Rapp in for Coach Higgins, replacing Elisha Brabson. Robbie Guerin, Jake Wallace, Isaiah Smith, and Josiah Bradley. So that's the first time tonight that Bradley and Wallace have been on the floor at the same time. Wallace lost a handle on a pass. Wasn't a good pass from Guerin, a turnover, as he had to save it in, saved it right to Joe Anderson. So Maryville gets the ball following Farragut's 13th turnover of the night. And here's Anderson into the paint. Leaves it off right side. Another three-pointer put up. And this one no good by Dorsey. Farragut in front court with the ball as Guerin's pass goes to Smith. He moves to the free throw line, bounces it down low to Wallace, and as he goes up for a shot, he'll be fouled by Dorsey. Good look for Isaiah Smith on the bounce pass down low to Wallace, and Dorsey with the foul, his second, and the team's sixth. So now both teams will be in the bonus the rest of the game. Wallace to shoot his first free throw of the night. It is good. Van Acker back into the ball game, replaces Josiah Bradley. Admirals trailing by 12 as the second free throw will not go down. So Wallace hits 1 of 2. He has 9 points this evening. Maryville with the ball and a 62-50 lead. 6:20 to play. Down low, Seiler takes a pass, working against Rapp on the block, spins to the baseline, shots missed. Van Acker with a weak side rebound, gives to Guerin, ahead to Rapp. Rapp in front court. Cross court into the corner. It goes to Smith for a three. Good! Isaiah Smith with a three-pointer. He's got 17. And the Admirals trail by 9. 62-53 as we go under 6 minutes to play. Anderson down the right side of the lane. Lost it on the way up, but it's saved by Seiler. Gives out on the left side to A.J. Davis. Van Acker there man-to-man for the Admirals as Davis gives up to Anderson, and Anderson resets the half court for the Rebels. Anderson to Davis. Davis driving in, left side, powers his way to the basket, scores with the right hand. A.J. Davis has got 6, and Farragut, after having gotten it down to, I guess it was 9, 64-53 now. Here's Guerin to the basket with the left hand. Shot won't go. Rebounded away by Dorsey. Maryville back the other way. Burrows to Dorsey. Spots up left side three-pointer. Off the back of the iron. No good. And the ball kicks out of bounds and will go over to Farragut. Maples back into the ball game for Maryville. Replaces Joseph Burrows. So the Rebels have got Dorsey, Maples, Anderson, Davis, and Seiler. And Farragut counters with Guerin, Van Acker, Rapp, Smith, and Wallace. Farragut looks inside, forced the pass to Van Acker. It's stolen away by Dorsey. Dorsey leaves it back for Maples, and he scores in transition. Nice little alley-oop to the trailing Maples. And Maples has got 12. Farragut guilty of its 14th turnover. Guerin has his pocket picked. Yes, Davis comes up with it, feeds Maples for a dunk. It is good. So back-to-back turnovers and baskets by Ashton Maples as a result. And Farragut had it down to 9. And just like that, Maryville pushes it back out to 15. 68-53, and with 4:36 to play, the Admirals using a timeout. So timeout on the floor. Looks like it's going to be a full timeout as both teams taking a seat on their respective benches. So we'll step aside, get a 1-minute break, and return with more on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School basketball presented by Pilot Food Marts on I-105.
You've got dirt, grime, and French fries from last season tucked under your front seat. From the rush of work and play, you've even collected enough dog hair in your vehicle to make a winter coat. Truth be told, your car's a mess, but the memories created will last a lifetime. Pure Magic Car Wash helps you bring back the magic in your vehicle and in your life. Stop by any of our 5 area locations today or check us out at PureMagicCarWash.com. Pure Magic Car Wash. Life happens in your car. Bring back the magic.
Go Admirals, and best of luck to the student athletes of Farragut High School from Travis Marine, your exclusive dealer for Cobalt boats, Coach Tri-Tunes, and Supreme boards. Hyperlight wake surf and wakeboards are in the pro shop, plus tubes, ski ropes, and more. Travis Marine now has off-season pricing on all boats and equipment, plus a full-service repair and parts center for all types of service needed. Travis Marine is Knoxville's only on-the-water boat dealer. You can play in their backyard anytime on Tedford Road off North Shore Drive. More at TravisMarine.com.
Farragut with the ball coming out of the timeout against a Maryville press. They lob it across the timeline to Jack Rapp and set up the half-court offense, trailing 68-53. Maryville on a 6-0 run. Farragut with a couple of turnovers leading to that 6-0 run after the Admirals had gotten it down to a single-digit deficit. Here's Robbie attacking the basket down the left side of the lane, scores against Davis. And Guerin's got 20, his first basket of the fourth. Davis back the other way, penetrates, leaves it with Seiler in the corner for a three. No good. Long rebound, Guerin. Farragut's got the numbers. Guerin all the way to the basket with the right hand. Can't get it to go, but he was fouled by Seiler. And then got a couple other players hitting the deck after the fact. So Guerin's going to have a couple of free throws. Coach Higgins letting the official know that wasn't real carried away. I think they called the foul, right? Or did they not? They simply call a blocked shot. We got a timeout. Both teams, again, going to their respective benches. We'll see when play is resumed whether or not Admirals are shooting any free throws or not. But Maryville was up 9, 22-13 at the end of the first quarter. Rebels at halftime led by 15, 39-24, led by 14 at the end of the third, 60-46. And here we are midway through the fourth after the Admirals got it down to 9. They trailed 62-53. Maryville with 6 straight to make it 68-53. Farragut scoring most recently on a drive by Robbie Guerin, so that it's 68-55. And Guerin is indeed shooting free throws. Seiler assessed his third foul. Robbie with a toss, no good. 20 points for Robbie tonight. He had hit 4 in a row from the line. 6 of 10 now on the night. Second one's good, 21 for Robbie. He now leads all scorers. Joe Anderson leading Maryville with 20. Red Rebels leading by 12, 68-56. Anderson guarded by Guerin. Gives to Davis left side. Here comes Farragut with a trap, and Davis just lost it. Farragut comes up with it. Robbie Guerin into front court for the Admirals. Goes behind his back. Now pulls up into the right corner to Wallace. Wallace one dribble, and then his pass is deflected out of bounds by Maples. Into the ball game for Maryville. Seiler is out. Crowder checks in. 3:33 to play, and the Admirals trailing by 12. Inside, Farragut goes to Wallace, working against Maples, gives on the right wing to Van Acker. His pass is knocked away by Anderson, picked up by Dorsey ahead, and here comes the alley-oop, and Maryville misses it. And so the Admirals see Maryville throw it up off the backboard for the trailing Maples. He loses a handle on it, but now Farragut at the other end turns it over, and Maples will be bumped by Rapp. So Maples was fouled, and this should be a 1-and-1 as the next foul, it's a double bonus for the Rebels. But for the time being, here's Maples with a free throw. Good. Touched every bit of the rim, but settled through for the senior. He earns himself a bonus toss, 15 points on the night for Ashton Maples. And if he holds true to form, he'll miss this one, but does not. Most of the night it had been 1 of 2 on his trips to the line, but he cans both of them, and that makes it a 14-point lead for the Rebels. 3 minutes to play, 70-56 is our score. Guerin driving, left side of the lane, comes wide open, lays it up with the left hand and scores. Robbie's got 23. Just kind of followed Wallace into the lane. Wallace kind of cleared everything out, and Robbie uncontested, strong to the hole, scores. But the Admirals still trail by 12 with 2:35 to play. Here's Davis into the corner to Dorsey. Back it out to Maples. Maples in turn gives off to Anderson. Isaiah Smith is on him. Here's Anderson. Pulls up at the free throw line. Gives to Dorsey, right wing. Maryville continuing to use a little clock as Anderson penetrates. Leaves it off with Maples. Shot blocked by Guerin. Guerin with a block from behind. Robbie leading the break into front court. Gives to Isaiah Smith. Smith working against Dorsey. He's going to be fouled on a reach in. Dorsey picks up his third foul. So 2:14 to play, and Isaiah Smith will go to the line for 1-and-1. Smith to shoot his first free throws tonight. He's got 17, coming off a 16-point effort against Lenoir City. Puts up the toss and hits it. Bonus toss coming for Isaiah, who now has 18. .214 to play, and the Admirals trying to make it a 10-point game. Smith, good. Anderson working against the Farragut press into front court. Pulls up at the free throw line. Double team, gives off to Davis, down low. Maples gets it. Maples reverses, lays it up, lays it in. Maples off an assist from A.J. Davis. Good look from the left wing by Davis, and Maples uses the rim to protect the ball. Here's Guerin at the other end, driving inside. His shot was swatted away by Maples. Maryville in front court with the ball, leading by 12 with 1:45 to play, and a whistle sounds and a foul called on Isaiah Smith. So double bonus time for Maryville, and at the line will be A.J. Davis. He's got 6 points tonight. First free throw for the senior, upcoming. Toss is up, and no good. Another one coming. Maryville's going to use a full timeout between free throws by A.J. Davis. So 1:44 to play, and the Rebels leading on their home floor over the visiting Farragut Admirals 72-60. We'll get a 30-second break here and return with Davis's second free throw on the other side. You're listening to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Pilot Food Marts on I-105.
WFIV 105.3 FM, Loudon, Knoxville, Seymour.
This is I-105.
Shop Farragut wishes you and the entire Admiral Sports Nation much success and happiness this exciting season, and reminds you to shop Farragut all year long. Your Farragut retailers, restaurants, and service providers have worked hard to make your shopping easy and a bargain. Follow Shop Farragut on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to get all of the deals and discounts you need. Go Admirals!
Back here at Maryville High School, as coming out of the timeout, stepping back to the free throw line where he missed his first, A.J. Davis. Davis, free throw, good. 13-point lead for Maryville, 73-60. Isaiah Smith, they double on him. He tries to get the ball inside. It's going to be stolen away by Dorsey. Farragut with 7 turnovers here in the fourth quarter, 17 in the game. And now Smith will foul Maples. Smith with a foul should be his 4th. Maples to the line to shoot the double bonus. 18 points for Maples, make it 19. This will be his 10th free throw attempted of the night. Maples with a toss, good. He's got 20. He's hit 5 in a row from the line. 15-point lead for Maryville. Here's Guerin, got away from his man, drives to the basket, switches hands, and scores with the left hand. Robbie's got 25, 19 in the second half, and it's a 13-point lead for Maryville. Robbie's been able to get to the rim at will in the second half. Backside, Dorsey comes open, driving to the basket on a feed from A.J. Davis, scores and is fouled. Good look by Davis, and Dorsey recognizing the backside opening, making eye contact with his teammate. Getting the pass, scoring the basket, and now a chance for an and one as Wallace commits the foul. Dorsey, his first basket of the second half. Hot shooting first half. Hit 3 3-pointers, had 12 first half points. Now he's got 14, looking to add to that total. Toss is no good. Rebounded away by Wallace, and the Admirals with the ball as we go under 1 minute to play. Maryville leading by 15. Guerin driving left side, leaves it off with Smith. Quick 3-pointer, lodges between the rim and the backboard. It'll go over to Maryville. Actually, it'll go to Farragut, alternate possession. Inbound feed, inside, deep under the basket. Wallace can't get the shot to go in a lot of traffic. And reach in on a foul. Maples had gotten the rebound, and then they give the foul on the reach in to Robbie Guerin. .4 seconds to play. We walk to the other end for Maples to shoot 2 more, first of which is up and good. 21 for Maples. So now 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 free throws on the night. Second one, good as well. 22 for Maples. He is now Maryville's leading scorer. Joe Anderson's got 20. Maples has got 22. Farragut's led by Robbie Green, who has 25. Isaiah Smith's got 19. Admirals trailing by 17. Guerin in the lane with a floater that might have been blocked. Maryville comes away with it. Drew Crowder into front court, bounces it off to Maples. 30 seconds to play. Joe Anderson now with the ball. Maryville spreading the floor. Rebels going to remain unbeaten in district play. This will be their 11th straight win. They'll move to 14-3 overall, 6-0 in the district. As Farragut 3-3 in the district, and will look to bounce back Friday night hosting Hardin Valley. Joe Anderson dribbling away the final seconds here with 10 seconds, 9, 8. Down to 3, 2, and there you go. Final score will be Maryville 79 and Farragut 62. The Admirals made a push in the fourth quarter. They got it down to 9, trailing 62-53, but then got sloppy with the basketball. That helped Maryville go on a 6-0 run in order to push the lead back out to 15. And the final score, the final margin, turns out to be 17 at 79-62. Again, Maryville now 14-3 overall, 6-0 in the district, and Farragut drops to 11-10 overall, 3-3 in district play. We'll step aside, get a 2-minute break, and return on the other side to run down all the final numbers as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Pilot Food Marts on I-105.
Pilot, wherever you are, we are right on your way. With that Pilot My Rewards card,
bring
you
it
can
back
save
actually
in so many ways.
After
Every
this.
6th cup of the
If
freshest
you would,
coffee in
please.
town is on us.
Dusty?
Mayfield milk is always just $3.99. You'll always save 3 cents per gallon of gas. And we always have daily specials by downloading the Pilot app. Pilot, wherever you are, we're right on your way to the game.
Actually, I said 2-minute break. Coach Higgins right up here right away to join us, and so we'll just jump right back in here as the Admirals tonight fall 79-62, the final score here at Maryville. So the Admirals now 3-3 in the district, and Maryville remains perfect in district play as they move to 6-0. And again, joined by boys head basketball coach, Coach John Higgins, and Coach got it down to 9 there in the fourth quarter. It's 62-53. I'd noted that on the stat sheet, and just a couple of costly turnovers, and suddenly 6 points reeled off by Maryville, and it goes right back to 15. And just kind of tough. You looked like you had yourself a chance there in the fourth. You had some momentum, but just kind of lost it.
You know, as has been the case here lately, you know, and you and I talked about this the other day, we put ourselves in position, and then we take ourselves right out of that same position. But listen, our kids fought hard tonight. Yeah. You know, they fought really hard tonight. Maryville's a really good basketball team. You know, and my kids fought really hard considering the way the game was being refereed. You know, I wasn't real pleased with the guys in stripes tonight. I thought they, you know, a lot of things went on out there that I did not agree with, and I thought my kids held their composure pretty well, right? And they fought hard, and they battled all the way to the end. But you're right, Eric. We can't continue to have these costly turnovers and costly positions. You know, we're down 9 with the basketball, and then next thing you know, you look up and we're down 15 without ever taking a shot. You know, you can't have those things.
I thought Robbie Guerin really came out and provided you an offensive spark there in the second half. You look at the first half, he had just a couple of field goals, hit a couple of free throws, but 6 points at halftime. He finishes with 25, and from kind of the word go there in the third quarter, he was attacking the basket.
Listen, I told the coaching staff on the bench, I thought Robbie in the second half, he was out there playing. He was playing really well. He was playing really aggressive. You know, the problem is, you know, my exact words is Robbie's out here hooping, but he's going to have 20 turnovers, right? You know, and that's, you know, but that's who he is. You know, he played extremely well for us when he's attacking. but then he gets careless with the basketball when he gets tired. We've got to do a better job as a coaching staff of getting him in position where he can attack, while not being responsible for getting everybody else involved and getting everybody else the basketball.
Jake Wallace, nice job tonight for you on the boards down low, and all of his field goals, offensive rebounds. But I thought, he provided a little bit of a spark there. You need those second and third shot opportunities against a team as good as Maryville, and he provided that for you. Yeah,
Jake played really well, especially in the first half.
Right.
He kept us in the game early with those offensive rebounds and putbacks. We just need more out of that out of Jake every game. Jake's not going to be the guy that's going to go out there and take the ball on the perimeter and beat his man and score 15, 18 points,
right.
Creating for himself. He's got to be willing to do the dirty work for us.
Right.
We're not real big to begin with. So the more offensive rebound putbacks he can get, the more offensive rebound putbacks Caleb Van Acker can get, the better off we'll be.
What's Dylan's situation right now? Coach Dylan Atwell, your sophomore, is he got a foot injury? Is that right?
So at the Bearden game, he broke his ankle on the first play.
Oh, goodness.
He got that steal the very first play of the game and went up there and shot the layup and landed wrong and broke his ankle. He had surgery a week later. So he's just working back from that. I think he started rehab, or he's going to start rehab pretty soon. We're just going to take it by day. As far as I'm concerned, we're going to play the rest of the season without Dylan.
Right.
And I hate it for the kid because he's a wonderful kid. But from our perspective, from our standpoint, we've got a bunch of guys that can step up to the plate, and they just need to understand that, and they need to go out there and do it.
Did not realize that that was the nature of the injury. I hate to hear that for Dylan. And like I say, it's a blow to the team, but it's big shoes to fill. But, you got Isaiah Smith tonight with 19 points. And after a little bit of a slow start, perhaps shooting the ball, he seemed to warm it up in the second half some.
That's who Isaiah is. He's an extremely gifted shooter when he's on. We've got to make sure that he finds a way to kind of get on earlier.
Yeah.
He had a lot of chances. I told the guys at halftime, our coaching staff, we were down 15 at halftime, and we had probably missed 5 wide open threes. Right? And Isaiah probably missed 3 or 4 of those. And I told him coming out, like, hey, we depend on you. We rely on those shots. You need to step up and make those shots, and he did that in the second half. And I'm glad that he was able to come out and play well in the second half, shoot the ball well, and that'll give him confidence going into Friday.
I always want to accentuate the positive. These are high school kids, but I know you were a little upset with his play on the defensive end a time or two.
Well,
and not just him.
We have moments where we just kind of lose sight of what it is we're supposed to be doing defensively.
Right.
And it's not just Isaiah, it's all of them. We'll go through film and we'll watch plenty of times where we just break down in our defensive principles. And so as a coaching staff, we got to continue to drill them and work them hard in practice on these rotations and these things that we need to do defensively to be a pretty good defensive team. Because, the bottom line is, Eric, we've come up here the last few years and we've always been in a battle because defensively it's been a really tight game. Tonight we weren't as tight defensively as we've been in the past, and I think it's one of the reasons why it kind of got away from us there.
Well, there were some encouraging signs, at times tonight, though. I mean, again, as you've said, against a very good Maryville team. Unfortunately, the turnovers, once Farragut there in the fourth had gotten it down to a single-digit deficit, they pushed it right back out to 15. You got Hardin Valley coming up on Friday night at home. It feels like you hadn't played a home game in about a month.
It's been a while. I think when we go out there Monday, it might actually be a little under a month. I think our last home game was December 19th or something of that nature. Not only is it going to be good to be back home, but it's a rivalry game for us, right? And so, but more importantly, it's a district game. It's a district game that I feel like we need to win. So our guys need to, we need to learn from this quickly, come out there tomorrow and really focus and start preparing ourselves to go out there and take care of business at home against a rival team and making sure we can get back to the positive side in district at 4-3.
Coming into the night, Farragut and Hardin Valley both 3-2. So, as you say, all the district games are big. All those backyard brawl games are always intense and emotional and fun to be a part of, with the gym hopefully packed. But in addition to, when you look at where the standings are, it's going to be a big game Friday night. And, Coach, wish you the best Friday versus the Hawks. Appreciate you coming up and chatting with us tonight. And we'll just look forward to Friday night and hopefully a bounce-back win for the Admirals.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Eric, for all you guys do.
Coach John Higgins, appreciate him, as the Admirals tonight with a loss, 79-62, but some promising developments. Certainly at times over the course of the night showed flashes, just really sort of unable to sustain it. There were times where Farragut looked really good moving the ball against the traps and the pressure that Maryville was extending, and then there were other times where, as Coach said, they got a little bit careless with it. And so just kind of an up-and-down performance over the course of the night, and it all adds up to a victory for the Rebels. They also won the girls' game earlier. That one was a struggle, really, for both teams to put the ball in the basket, but Maryville rallied in the fourth to win it by 3. I believe it was 42-39. Let's see, double-check that. Yes, 42-39. And then in the nightcap, Maryville with the win, 79-62. And we had not yet gotten any of the final numbers, so I tell you what, let's get a 2-minute break here. We'll return. That'll give me a chance to run down all the get all of the final numbers together. We'll come back, run those down, and put a wrap on the broadcast. You're listening to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Pilot Food Marts on I-105.
Hi, this is Dave from VG's Bakery. Hard to believe that 20 years ago we opened our little bakery in Farragut. Our promise then is the same promise we make today. We will offer only the finest handmade baked goods. Whether you come to one of the 7 farmers markets we attend each week or come to our bakery in the Kohl's Shopping Center in Farragut, you will taste the quality. Come see, smell, and taste what's baking 20 years later at VG's Bakery. Handcrafted baked goods. Oh, yeah.
Shop Farragut wishes you and the entire Admiral Sports Nation much success and happiness this exciting season, and reminds you to shop Farragut all year long. Your Farragut retailers, restaurants, and service providers have worked hard to make your shopping easy and a bargain. Follow Shop Farragut on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to get all of the deals and discounts you need. Go Admirals!
It's 2020. Get the fast fiber internet you need to live it up in today's interactive online world. Order 300 meg internet and Freedom TV from TDS for just $70 a month. Save $360 over 1 year. Get a $100 bill credit, free installation, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Don't wait. Order now at tdstv.com/radio. Requires 2-year commitment. TDS fiber available in certain areas. Internet speeds are up to and not guaranteed. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
You've got dirt, grime, and French fries from last season tucked under your front seat. From the rush of work and play, you've even collected enough dog hair in your vehicle to make a winter coat. Truth be told, your car's a mess, but the memories created will last a lifetime. Pure Magic Car Wash helps you bring back the magic in your vehicle and in your life. Stop by any of our 5 area locations today or check us out at puremagiccarwash.com. Pure Magic Car Wash. Life happens in your car. Bring back the magic.
Eric Gerhardt back with you here in Maryville High School, where tonight the Rebels take a pair from the visiting Admirals. The girls' game going the way of Maryville, 42-39. The Lady Rebels' leading score would have been Vananda and Midkiff with 11 points apiece. Meanwhile, Farragut was led by Claire Wyatt, who had 11 points tonight. Also, Macy Barnes with 9. Ace Strickland had 8. As the Lady Admirals come up 3 points shy, and so the Lady Admirals and Lady Rebels both now 4-2 in the district. Heritage is also 4-2 in the district as they lost tonight to Bearden. So the Lady Bulldogs of Bearden with a 2-game lead on the field right now, with ahead of those 3 district foes that again are all 4-2. William Blunt also earlier in girls action was able to edge West by a single point. Didn't see a Hardin Valley final score tonight as they were at Lenoir City, but one would think that the Lady Hawks probably got the win. We'll see if there are any other boys games that perhaps have been reported on before we get off the air, but it doesn't look like at this point they have. Let's see, in our nightcap, it was the Rebels jumping out to a 22-13 lead at the end of the first quarter. Maryville led 39-24 at halftime. At the end of the third quarter, Farragut had trimmed 1 point off that Maryville 15-point cushion at half. Going to the fourth, it was a 14-point lead for Maryville, 60-46. The Admirals got it down to 9 at 62-53. A couple of costly turnovers, though, and just suddenly Maryville was back out in front by 15. and they would win it by 17, 79-62 the final. I had Maryville with 8 turnovers tonight and Farragut with 17. Most importantly, when the costly ones there in the fourth when they'd gotten it down to 9, but 7 of Farragut's 17 turnovers came in the fourth quarter. Looking at the individual scoring for Maryville, Ashton Maples was 10 of 12 from the foul line, finished with a team-high 22 points. A.J. Davis was 1 of 2 from the line. He had 7 points. Joseph Burrows, 3 points on a three-pointer. Josh Seiler was 2 of 2 from the line. He had 1 three-pointer, finished with 13 points. Joe Anderson, 7 of 8 from the line. Let me double-check that. 3, 6, 8, that's correct. And Anderson with just the 1 three-pointer tonight. Terrence Dorsey had 3 three-pointers and finished 1 of 2 from the foul line. He had 14 points. So Maryville had 4 players in double figures, Maples with 22, Anderson with 20, Dorsey with 14, and Seiler with 13. And again, the only other Rebels to score, A.J. Davis had 7, Joseph Burrows had 3, as the Rebels had 6 three-pointers tonight, and from the foul line, 14, 26 attempts, and that's going to be 10, 11, 21 makes. So 21 of 26 tonight from the foul line for Maryville. That's 81%. For Farragut, it was Robbie Guerin going 7 of 11 from the line, 25 points tonight for Robbie, 19 of those 25 coming in the second half when he really did a great job attacking the basket. Caleb Van Acker with 7 points tonight, included in his total a three-pointer. Jake Wallace had 9 points. He was 1 of 2 from the line. Isaiah Smith, 2 of 2 from the line. 5 three-pointers tonight for Isaiah as he finished with 19 points. Josiah Bradley rounds out Farragut scoring tonight with 2 points. The Admirals were 10 of 15 from the line, 67%. And they had 6 three-pointers, again, Smith accounting for 5 of those. So the Admirals fall 79-62. They're now 11-10 on the season, 3-3 in the district. Maryville, with their 11th straight win, moves to 14-3, 6-0 in district play. Red Rebels will have a Thursday matchup against Alcoa here at Maryville, followed by a Friday district matchup at Lenoir City. Meanwhile, Farragut back in action Friday night at home, hosting Hardin Valley. We'll have the broadcast for you here on I-105. Girls action at 6 o'clock, and boys game should follow at about 7:30. If you can't make it out to Lynn Sexton Gymnasium to root on the Admirals in person, certainly hope you'll join us here on FM 105.3 WFIV, online at myi105.com, or go to FarragutAdmiralsBasketball.com. Follow the live game links there. That'll take you to the Booster Club's live stream webpage, where you can watch the video shot by BDC Productions, Brandon Campbell behind the camera, and our audio accompanies those pictures. So plenty of ways to follow the Admirals, but again, hope to see a big crowd out at Farragut Friday night for one of the big rivalry games in West Knoxville as the Admirals entertain the Hawks of Hardin Valley. That's going to do it for Dusty Street back at our WFIV studios for the aforementioned Brandon Campbell here at Maryville High School. I'm Eric Gerhardt. We say thanks so much for listening, and we wish you a very good night. Clean up the gyms.